Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to everybody. Look at this crazy hair, yo. Look at this crazy hair. You already know the hair is always crazy. Welcome everybody. Please hit the like button. I'm going to hit the intro to get us going and started. And once we hit the intro, we're going to just hit the ground running. All right. Hope you guys are having a great, is it Friday? It is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Let's go. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever y'all are at, or evening, maybe, potentially, depending on what side of the world you're at. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I want to do, first of all, we're going to start, yes, ma'am, Taurus. We're going to talk about it. So my emails have been blowing up like a lot. And if I don't respond to your email, please don't think that I'm ignoring you. I do see emails. I don't, if I'm really busy, I can't always go back and forth in an email. I tend to just look at them, read them. I might acknowledge them on a live or I might respond depending on what the email says. So shout out to the person. I do want to shout somebody out who said they had seen, I was sent a video, a second video, supposedly a second video, and the person said, the second video is actually like a fake. They said it's inverted. So shout out to the person who said the second video is a fake. It was just inverted. If you look closely, the truck guy appears to open the passenger door. A different angle wouldn't cause this. It's the original video zoomed in and inverted. Okay, so it's misinformation as far as there being a second video, and they said please don't share misinformation. And you know what, shout out to them because I appreciate that they contacted me and said, Rabbit, um that information, that second video doesn't exist, it's just maybe a different angle. We are going to watch it if you guys want to continue to watch it and see maybe you guys capture something that I don't. But looking at it, it's just a closer angle to that video. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Maybe we'll do a little poll. Do you guys want to watch that video? It's literally not that long. And I was sent other videos. I was also contacted by other people that are close to the Facebook group. And let me type this up before I forget. Do you want to watch the second video? Make sure you guys are voting in the poll, please, and thank you. And I just saw that Wim just gifted 10 memberships. Wim, thank you so much for gifting. If you have a membership from Wim, please drop a heart in the chat, please and thank you. Okay, you guys are, I'm looking at the votes now. We already got 64 votes. 89% say it's yes. So it's already leading. Okay. Y'all want to watch that video? The person that emailed me and said, it's not really a second video. It's just a fake. It's a inverted closer image. I thought I would ask you guys, and again, I want to thank the person. Yeah, because I don't listen. Let me tell you something. I got people that contact me all kinds of stuff, and they will say, "Well, I have this that other people don't," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." Like, I always side eye them. So if people can like call me out and say, "Rabbit, that's not a real video. It's just inverted, or it's like maybe angled closer to look at things a little bit different," I prefer that any day than to run with some fake shit. You know what I'm saying? And I will also say this is that there's only so many creators on YouTube that I F with. All right. So if you're watching me from the San Antonio area and you're like, you like what you see, just know that, people get down here, people make money off of doing content. So very rarely will you have people tell you like this is fake or don't or be careful with this. People drop creator names on the chat. If they don't come out of my mouth, then I would be very careful what information you're running with. Ikmel, he's one y'all know. I F with Ikmel and he's great. He's gonna give you the truth as far as information. And if he can't vet it, he won't put it out there. He may talk about it, but he won't put it out there. And that's the best part. So just be mindful of the information that you consume. That is what I'm going to say about that. Okay. Let me look at the poll and see where everybody's at so far. Thank you. All right. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Wim, again, thank you for gifting. Thank you so much, Chaos, for your membership for 5 months. Lord have mercy. It's been that long, Chaos. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You already know we love Mel. Thank you, Stitch. I will check the email. Let me tell you, I get a lot of emails, like a lot. But let me look at this poll, and I can pull the video if y'all want to watch it, anyways. Okay, we're gonna watch it because it's almost at 180 votes, and so far the yeses are leading. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Um, and I have actually a couple of videos that people have sent me. Hold up. This one, here it is. This is the one right here. So here it is. Here it is. Let me show it to you guys. Hey, Lana, thank you for being a member for 9 months. My goodness. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Here we go. This is the link. And let me make this a little bit bigger. So the person said in the message, they said, Rabbit, that's just like inverted and it's closer. Said this is what the TikToker is saying. More footage of the suspect in the Savannah Soto murder investigation. Video 2. There is no video 2. It's just the same video. It's just inverted. That's all. All right. Okay. Let me hit play. Don't you think? Look, see the truck is just flipped. That's all. If this was a new footage, why wouldn't law enforcement, and it's a second video, why wouldn't law enforcement put this out there? Think about it. They put the first one out. Why would they not put this out there? There is no second video. It's a fake. So I want to thank the person again that emailed me and gave me the heads up. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Miyu. Um, is the only paycheck come for info because we don't need speculation but facts. Thank you, Taurus. Thank you. And and that's not that I'm against speculation, but we speculate a lot, but we just need to be careful. Like I don't want to put out that there's a second video. TikTok feels fine with it. This is just inverted, all right? Nothing new. I was thinking, I was like, well, can we see the stomach here a little bit different? Look at that. And you see kind of like a white thing right there. Y'all see that? Like this little white thing? I don't know if you guys can see my mouse right there. Somebody hands something to the big guy. Now I've been hearing that everybody's looking at anybody that's got a couple of pounds overweight or whatever. They're looking. It is rotated. That's all. Thank you. Y'all see that? You said it's a towel. People have said it's a towel. That yeah, and it's not. It's the same. It's the same footage. It's the same. We're it's the same footage that law enforcement provided. The only thing they did was invert it. Let me be very clear. You said I have the video from outside, the three guys, and they're talking ish about Savannah. Well, Jules, do you want to message me which video that is? Hold up. And Miss Dee Dee Crafts, thank you for becoming a member, love. Thank you. Let me send y'all my email, okay? Like I said, we got to be very careful because this is where people start speculating, and it's weird because people go through a phase. Y'all said it's a towel. This is my email. It's in the yellow for those that it's right there. It's a white. It's something white. That's for sure. I did play that video last night. Okay. You said it's wiping down the car. Y'all wanted to see this one. Now, there's another video I want to show you. Okay. Let me go back a little bit here. Chief said it's a big rag. There's got to be more than look. Y'all see that? You said wiping down? How would someone, hold up, that's a good question, have a video that law enforcement hasn't released yet? Thank you, Shay. That's the $1 million question. He's like, hey, y'all, can y'all just please stop doxing big guys with Silverado pickup trucks in San Antonio, please? Like, everybody's looking at restaurants. Everybody's like looking everywhere. Please stop. Because everybody's like really upset about that. All right. I'm just letting you know. I want to show you another video that was sent to me. Um, and people are looking at arrest docs. People are trying to get ahead of, I guess, what's the word? They're trying to get ahead of like if law enforcement arrests somebody, they want to be the ones to kind of break it, which is absolutely fine. But we probably want to be careful because they're looking at prison stuff, they're looking at arrest records. Have y'all seen this video? Has everybody seen this video? That's what I think too. It sounds like it's more than one person, a lot of people. T. Salas says, I want to know where the person driving the car went. Did someone pick them up after leaving the car there? That's a great question, T. Salas. That's a great question. Everybody see this video right here? All right, we're going to watch it. I think the crimes happened somewhere else, or the scene they found the body would have at least had some blood outside. That's where I'm assuming as well, Flores Tony. I don't think it happened in the car. Or if it happened in the car was elsewhere, and then they were shot in the car, and then they placed the car there. That's my thought. Hold up. Hopefully my internet doesn't give up because it's acting kind of funny. Let's watch this real quick.
We're looking at this right now as a murder investigation. So we don't know how it's going to pan out. It's a very, 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 very perplexing crime scene. So,
Perplexing.
we're just going to have to wait to see how it plays out. Once we get further into the investigation, we'll know a lot more. But that's what we have right now, and that's what I'm going to mention to the media. Okay. Any questions from anybody?
That's the only update. This is his mother right here. That's the only
Your
update.
mom?
Yes, this is mom of Matthew. I'm not sure where Savannah's mom is. Okay.
Okay. So that's what we're looking at right now. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, that is it. We don't know. See, Red Wolf, one thing that law enforcement didn't release in their presser, the time and date of the video, the said video that they release. We were talking about this last night. We don't know when that footage was captured. Um, a lot of us don't know. Are the videos you're showing available to the public to watch? If so, this one is on TikTok. Somebody sent this to me. So this one was released by the family, okay? Let's go back a little bit and it's um I guess it's the crime scene, and this is the chief that spoke at the presser, and y'all can see when they had the crime scene taped off where the car was parked. You can see that from there. The original video would have timestamps, but see, I don't know if they removed them. Like I'm kind of like everything that law enforcement does is very intentional, you guys. And one thing to pay attention about the presser is pay attention to what they don't say. What don't they clear out? Like, what is it that if you have lingering questions and they decide not, what is it that they're not saying? Yeah, let's play this.
We're looking at this right now as a
Little louder,
murder
please.
investigation. So we don't know how it's going to pan out. It's a very perplexing crime scene. So we're just going to have to wait to see how it plays out. Once we get further into the investigation, we'll know a lot more. But that's what we have right now, and that's what I'm going to mention to the media. Okay. Any questions from anybody?
That's the only update. This is his mother right here. That's the only
Your mom?
update. Yes, this is mom of Matthew. I'm not sure where Savannah's mom is. Okay.
This is a when the family arrived at the scene, the family released this video to show to everybody, so everybody's aware. You can find it on TikTok. This is one that I don't think a lot of people have seen, but it's available on TikTok. So this is what the family released.
Okay. So that's what we're looking at right now. I'm sorry for your loss.
So the crime scene is there, and that just kind of gives you guys, and the words that they're using, perplexing. Okay, keep that in mind. Let me see what you guys are saying. They can easily be killed in the car and then transported somewhere else. That's my thought too. It's more likely they were killed in the vehicle. Yeah, they both had different kinds of gunshot wounds though. So I'm confused about that. It seems they're standing in the same general area in the video, says Vic. Yes. Either they were wiping down the prints or covering on the gun. Yeah. On that other video. Just because it says, how can someone bringing two bodies to another location position them in the car? How could someone bringing two bodies to another location position them in the car? They could have just been thrown there. We don't know what position they were in the car, though, but that's a good question. Or they could have been killed in the car elsewhere and then brought to that scene. Now, mind you, law enforcement didn't find them. I went to bed last night thinking about this, and I want to ask you guys a question about this. It's okay. Let me see how I want to phrase this because this had me thinking last night, and I had a hard time going to bed because of this. I do think about some of these things late at night. I was told, and I think it was reported, that the family went to the apartment a couple times, right? My understanding was that Matthew's dad kicked down the door, all the stuff, right? Diaper bag was found, something to that effect. Before I kick down any doors, I'm gonna go see the parking lot to see if there are cars in the parking lot. So if they had been dead for a couple days, my question, because we don't, it goes back to the time frame of that video. They were there 4 days for a couple days, and we can go back to the presser because I feel like now we can start connecting a little bit more of what it is and what isn't. If you cannot locate your family member, say you're knocking at the door and it's urgent, and the girlfriend is Savannah's expecting. Did they look for their car in the parking lot? Because one of the questions that the reporter asked, and it was dismissed at the very end. So they were in the car the whole time, and You didn't see it there? It was the very last question. And I went to bed thinking about that. That's what I want to know, Cammy. It's conflicting information. We can go back to that presser. So I was like going late at night. I was thinking about that. I was like, see, that shit doesn't make sense to me. That would mean that we don't know. That's the part that we don't know. You think that, okay. So they were found 3 miles away from their apartment in a different apartment complex. So when the reporter asked that question, hold up, let me go back, all right? This is where I'm getting at. Let's go back to that presser real quick. Because they didn't live there, right? That's the whole thing. They just happened to find the car there. San Antonio, let's go San Antonio PD. Let's find that press conference again. Here it is. Let me share it with y'all. And it's right.
Very
Just
close to it,
listen.
yes.
I do see, I believe he is handing something to the driver of the pickup truck. Do we know anything about that?
I mean, that's what we're looking at. What we believe right now, it was something to wipe the side of the car down with. We can't be 100% certain of that, but that's what we're studying in this video, and that's what we believe right now.
And do we believe that these people may have any links of some sort? Do we know what links they have to
I
victims?
don't know that. And again, would be part of the investigation.
So just to be clear, the vehicle, the Kia Optima, that's the vehicle that they were found in.
Yes.
Okay. But the person that's getting out of the vehicle, you're saying out of the Kia Optima, is there somebody that gets out of that vehicle that you're trying
Yes.
to?
Yes.
And you don't believe
Mm-hmm.
it to be either Matthew or?
No.
Okay.
So
Correct.
do you all believe that they were shot, the killings happened somewhere else and they drove the car and dumped it in the parking lot?
Again, I don't want to get into the details other than what I've talked about here today. So the answer to that question would be yes. But other than that, again, I'm not going to answer questions that are outside of what I just talked about.
So in this video, do you think that they're dead or alive?
Pardon?
In this video, do you think they're dead or alive?
Again, I'm not going to get into that.
We don't know
One
dates.
other question. The day of the crime scene, you called it perplexing. Now you've learned a couple more details. Can you go into why you use that word?
Because it was unknown at the time. I mean, we had been there not very long at all. And it was undetermined at that time whether we were going to be looking at it as a murder-suicide or as a capital murder investigation. So I think we've kind of gotten past that point right now, unless we get evidence that would lead us to believe otherwise. But I think we're past that point right now.
You
One
said
more
the
question.
bodies have been there for several days. How many days exactly?
I don't know exactly, but they've
How many
been there
days?
for a few days, I'll say.
So what took you so long to find the car if the car was parked there for several days?
What took us so long to find it?
Yes, if the car was parked over there for like several days.
Nobody can.
Do y'all hear that? The question, the reporter says, what took you so long if the car was parked there for several days? So, Lady BB, I put your comment up because I think it's a great comment. Just because they found the car does not mean it was there for 4 days. I think it was put there just maybe 24 hours before they found it. So that's the part that got me thinking. I said, that's one theory right here. That's one theory. I know you can't hear the reporter, and I have the closed captions on. Let me see if I can make myself smaller. Hold up. Because I was thinking, I was like, well, wait a minute. Are they saying that she was reported missing, right? There were concerns. They put it on a silver label or whatever because they were so concerned about her being missing, right? We're being pregnant. She missed her due date. She was supposed to be, I think, at the hospital. I have a feeling that law enforcement had this footage for quite some time. And then they found the car, right? They found them, and then they decided to release the footage. They had to have been investigating who took her or what happened or what circumstances came about it before. But the reporter here asked, I thought was a very valid question that got me thinking. And let me go back, okay?
And it was undetermined at that time whether we were going to be looking at it as a murder-suicide or as a capital murder investigation. So I think we've kind of gotten past that point right now, unless we get evidence that would lead us to believe otherwise, but I think we're past that point right now.
You
One
said
more
the
question.
bodies have been there for several days. How many days exactly?
I don't know.
He says the car had been there for several days. How many days exactly? Y'all see that? It's literally at the 9-minute mark.
We're past that point right now.
You
One
said
more
the
question.
bodies have been there for several days.
There's the closed caption. There for several days. How many?
How many days exactly?
I don't know exactly, but they've been there for a few days, I'll say.
So
Few
what took you
days.
so long to find the car if the car was parked there for several days?
What took you so long to find the car if the car was parked there for several days? Okay.
What took us so long to find it?
Yes, if the car was parked over there for like several days.
Nobody came across that car.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nobody came across that car. Thank you. That's where they left it
Thank
at.
you, guys.
That was yesterday's presser. That was the question that really had me thinking. I said, well, wait a minute. This could be a separate location from where they live. Maybe that's the case. Could be. Maybe the reason why we don't know the time and date on that video is because they had already had that video out there. Like, I guess they're just looking for more information. And that's the thing about law enforcement is that they never really tell us. They only tell us very minimal. But that last question and the way in which he answered it really had me thinking. It had me laid up at night. I said, well, I thought the family, if this is the vicinity that they lived at, right? Let's just say if this is where they live, I wonder. Um, okay, and let's talk a little bit about there's been a lot. I feel okay sharing this because everybody shared it. People are watching a lot of the who's been arrested, the Vine links, all this other stuff. This is not somebody that we know is law enforcement hasn't made a statement. I'm pretty sure law enforcement is going to make a statement if they have an actual person that they've arrested in connection to it. Did they have an arrest yesterday pertaining to Trevor Tobias? My understanding is that they did, but it's not a person connected to this crime. And so this is where I feel like we have to be very careful about what we're putting out there because Tobias might have broken or Trevor might have broken the law about something, but it ain't got nothing to do with this whole situation. You said Texas C, they didn't live at the apartment building. So when the stepfather or the father, excuse me, went to the apartment, why was he breaking down the door? It was 3 miles from their apartment, right? It's perplexing though. And see where the car was found? So then the person that tipped off the family told them exactly where to look. Now, my question is the person connected, the person that tipped off the family, where's he at? He or she at? Yes, they did. But I'm just saying, wouldn't you be looking to see, like, all right, whose cars everywhere? All these, I'm just saying, I'm thinking in my mind. They lived at a different apartment complex than they were with when were then where father went. Interesting. Yeah, where's the person that tipped off the family? And why was the candle still lit? And who lit the candle? Mm, so many questions. They wanted to see their bodies. They wanted them to see their bodies. So there was a person that tipped them off, and we can't get into that person that tipped them off because I'm assuming that would be the person connected to this whole situation. No. You said some possibly to get rid of paraphernalia. That's what I heard too. I don't know. But hardly this is a good question. Is what a candle? Who lit the candle? To get to the guns, money, and drugs from Matthew's family? Yes, we just talked about that. If that is the case, I don't know. It's a lot of questions. This is why I was questioning this last night. I said, well, what is it? He went to knock down, I don't know. Uh-huh. You got to go back, listen to the presser a little bit more closely, and just listen to the words that he says. Yes, a candle can burn. I mean, listen, we have those ones, the prayer ones with the Virgin Mary on them, and then you leave them on. You know, the ones that you have like a church candle. I have some of those. You leave them on, and you say a little prayer, and you can leave it burning like overnight. It'll burn itself out. Because of the way it's structured, it's very easy. Yeah, I'm Mexican, so we have a lot of those for sure. No one found the car the prior 3 days that the chief said. See, Brooklyn, but that's the thing is like go to the last 9 minutes of what the chief says to the reporter. Maybe he's not wanting to answer that question, and so he just says whatever. But the way he answers that question is weird to me. I don't know. I don't know. Hold up. All right, let me go. Clearly, someone had to find the car. They asked why the car wasn't found, and he answered. Someone found it. They didn't plan on being gone long. Yeah, I don't think it's odd to break down the door. Typically people would have called a wellness check, but they're not going to break. Well, depending, they could break down the door. I'm not really sure. Um, it's the clearly don't ask, don't tell area, right? Y'all are too much. Okay, when did the dad kick down the door? Could have been within the first 24 hours, so candle would still be lit. And then the car was located in a different location of where the apartment was at. That's what people are saying, right? So when the reporter says, so the car was parked there and it took you, why did it take you so long to find it? Because nobody was looking there. But yet the family was tipped off about the location. And we don't know who gave the tip. Anonymous burner tracker phone tip. They're not going to say nothing. It's not traceable. Yes. Kathy, I think that they were receiving probably threats beforehand. Hmm. Right, Callie Flowers. I would agree with you on that one. But I feel like they don't want to give too much information. Like we've seen this before when we've covered true crime here. You just never really know, right? And that's the part of like that's just my brain healthy speculating. Y'all, please do not go harass these people. Okay. Do not stalk these people. Don't figure out whose belly is bigger on one picture. I mean, I got emails from people saying that they had to measure bellies from some guy over here in San Antonio who happens to eat at a taco stand. Like, I was like, y'all are doing too much. Because from visually, it looks like a belly. I give you that. But what if he has something under his freaking shirt that wasn't a beer belly? I'm just saying, Ocean, don't laugh. I'm serious. People are literally measuring people's bellies. That's too much. That was about I'm just like I feel so bad for the guy. There's people that are just trying to eat their, food or whatever, and people are coming up to them and be like, "You look like the guy over there from that video," and I'm like, "Oh Lord have mercy." You. It says I'm a big belly Mexican too. Y'all be careful, man. Leave these people alone. Um, I cannot. All right. People are measuring bellies. Yes, they are. I said, y'all are doing too much. That's too much. Anyways, let me stop. So let's go over to, and I'm getting emails as we're speaking. I will definitely hold up, y'all. Let me refresh my emails real quick. Um, And again, shout out to the person. I think her name is, I'm just going to say Luna. Luna, thank you for letting me know about that second inverted video. Just be careful, y'all, what information you're consuming as far as what's out there. It's one thing to speculate, everybody speculates. That's fine. But it's a whole different thing to kind of go out there and try to play vigilante and figure out who did what. We are just giving commentary. We're not here to crack any cases, okay? Just keep that in mind. Um, Somebody in the anonymous participant said, "This whole situation breaks my heart. Such a horrible act. It's a vicious cycle of shooting here in SA, San Antonio. I really think there needs to be a law." Okay. People are just kind of giving their comments. I didn't know that there was a GoFundMe. I think I heard that there was one, but there is a GoFundMe for Matthew's stepmom just posted this. I mean, clearly people are trying to say, well, y'all weren't close. No, they were close. There's pictures of them together. I mean, this is a loss that is felt through the whole family, and they were expecting a baby and they were excited for their baby. So shout out to them. And let me see. So far they have raised $300, and this is was just posted 2 hours ago. If you guys feel so inclined, and let me see who organized it. Guerra, and that would be Matthew's side of the family. Okay, I'm pretty sure that if just be mindful of the GoFundmes because they're already out there. A lot of them are. We just don't know. Some of them are legit and some aren't. Just do your due diligence when it comes to donations as well. Y'all keep saying someone shot them from the back seat, but there was literally no evidence such showing. Well, we don't know what evidence is out there. I believe they were told to pull into a garage, got out, and was held hostage there. I believe they made him watch her get shot and then him next. I believe then put them in the car and drove it to where they were found. And somebody said, edit to add, yes, I saw the YT video of the medium saying this. I believe this makes the most sense. I also do believe in her gifts. She hasn't been right about everything, but she has been right about a lot of things. All right, let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys people have been saying, and I've been getting emails about a psychic that's trying to solve the case. Do y'all believe that this is something that a psychic is going to be able to somehow solve? Let me know in the comments because it's getting, like I said, it's getting out of hand, yo. And maybe I'll do a little poll over here. I heard about the psychic giving readings about what was going on. Do you believe the psychic readings? The psychic readings on this situation? Yes or no? Please go vote. Let me know. I kind of want to know where everybody's at. Kay Taylor, thank you so much. Says, as the public, we have to chill. You can help, but don't get in the way of investigations. And please stop harassing the families. I could not echo your comment more. Like like I said, don't go out there trying to play vigilante on this. Don't get in the way. Don't do that because you're going to hurt more than I've seen it time and time again, and I report on true crime. Don't be a nuisance to this situation. It's some psychic, I don't know, but thank you, Kay Taylor. I completely agree with you on that. You don't trust psychics. Sylvia Brown was the fraud and said the little girl was in Cleveland, was dead, and she was watching the show. Some psychic or something like that. I just be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not trying to, just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Okay. But apparently the psychic told this anonymous person that they pulled into the garage and she was shot. But that's a theory that we all have. She could have been shot in the car. Let me tell you, we said this the day before yesterday and yesterday. She could have been shot. They could have been killed in the car, or they could have been placed there. It could have been in a different location and then placed there, right? So this isn't like I'm not a psychic. That's just a theory that I have. Just be careful. That's all. I don't have an issue with people's gifts respectfully, but that's it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Yeah, just gotta be careful. We are not gonna ask Miss Cleo. Let that lady rest in peace. We're not gonna ask Miss Cleo. So, according to Matthew's parents, they went to a couple's agency and they weren't taken serious on this capital murder. And this is interesting.
Matthew Guerra. We did reach out. It's tragic in the search for missing mother to be
Mm.
Savannah Soto. Savannah and her boyfriend were both found dead late Tuesday afternoon. Tonight, the medical examiner's office confirming one of the bodies belonging to 22-year-old Matthew Guerra. We did reach out to SAPD today for new updates on this case, and all they would tell us is that the investigation remains ongoing. So here's what we know right now as well. Savannah was last seen on Friday at her apartment complex off of Grissom Road in Leon Valley. She was reported missing on Saturday when she didn't show up to be induced at a local hospital. Savannah's family held a vigil on Christmas Day, pleading for police and the.
So, I have a question. I was thinking about this. Okay, is it possible a silencer? You know how you could purchase a silencer and stuff like that, but I think that those are like far in between where you can have like access to, when you could silence your gun. There's like a silencer for that. Um I was thinking about that. I wonder if anybody actually heard some gunshots when it came to this. If they were shot somewhere else, I don't know. You thought about that too? Yeah, I was thinking about that. I said, but those casings were placed in the car. If they were killed in the car, you can make your own silencers, says Cat D. Especially in that line, because I'm just having a hard time that nobody's screaming or yelling or like nobody heard that. I'm pretty sure that when they were in the car, they were already dead and then they were transported there. The sheriff said it was a contact wound. And we talked about contact wounds here. We actually Google searched it. For those that are new to the channel, contact wounds, there's characteristics of it. And it said that contact wounds are self explanatory and are diagnosable by the presence of a muscle imprint on the skin. Near contact or close range wounds are identifiable by the presence of flame burns and singeing of hair. So I would think it's like execution style, that right on the body. They put that gun right in the body. So if it was him, it was right here. That's what I'm thinking. I saw that, Jules. I did see that video. I've heard of the video too. Um, did you hear? Somebody just messaged me. Did you hear about Matt's ex-girlfriend and her family? The dad matches the guy getting out of the truck. I heard about that too. And I saw a picture as well. Hold up. Let me see if I can. It's like all over. The guy has a belly too, you guys. This is why I was like, I don't know if that's a safe assumption to make at this point. Hold up. Let me see if I can pull that picture. It's all over TikTok. I feel bad for the people involved here. No, I already seen this. Give me one sec. Let me try to get more info here. Believe it or not, I have a lot of the information that people have been sending me, and I'm talking about a lot of information. So somebody send me that's half of he said that's half of San Antonio in description. The y'all be doing too much. Hold up, okay? Um Somebody sent me this picture and said that this guy is, I don't want to show it because let's just say, let me do this. I'm going to show this, okay? I'm going to show the belly. They're saying that this is Matt's ex-girlfriend's father or something like that, and it because it matches the belly description that is him. I don't think so. I honestly don't think so, but I don't know. Y'all can feel you guys might feel a little bit different. Let me pull it up so you guys can see it, okay? Mm-mm-mm. Uploading now. I am not showing these people's faces, okay? Nope, that's not it. Here we go. That's as much as I'll show. All right? They literally got a picture of this guy and he has a belly. And they're saying that it's Matt's ex-girlfriend. Y'all got to be careful. See? You guys got to be careful. So the guy's a big guy. They said it's exactly like the guy. Now I know that their other channel, they did the side by side with the guy with the belly and the guy over here at the memorial thing. That's too much. That's not we need to be careful. We need to be careful. That is all. That is it. That is a great question as far as a timeline goes. And let me go. I'm going to go to the San Antonio Press for those that are new so we could just understand the information. You said his belly looks bigger. Stop. Stop. Yeah, law enforcement never tells that people lose control of their bowels. Ooh, okay. It's the internet investigators. So for those that are coming through, Savannah Soto and pregnant San Antonio teenager missing since Friday. And this was December 27th. Okay. This word perplexing keeps coming up. Just keep that in mind because that is what the chief said. The chief, I think it's the chief of police, he said that perplexing. We heard it in the video. Her boyfriend were found shot to death in their car Tuesday afternoon in a case described by police as perplexing. So Savannah was last seen around 2 p.m. on Friday at the Leon Valley apartment complex where she lived with their boyfriend, Matthew. Soto was expecting her first child, who planned to name Fabian, family's member said. Relatives grew concerned when Soto did not show up Saturday morning for an appointment at the Stone Oak Methodist Hospital, where doctors planned to induce her labor. That night, her mother, Gloria, posted a message to Facebook pleading for help in finding her. So they lived at the hold up at the Leon Valley apartment complex. This is where she lived with her boyfriend. How far from the apartment complex was that parking? Hold up, let me see if I can pull it up. Let's pull it up so we can do, because somebody said it's further out. Somebody said it was 3 miles. Give me one sec. Leon Valley Apartments. And that's Temple, Texas? That's not it. That's not right. That can't be it. Hold up. Let me see what you guys are saying. It's 3 miles. That's what everybody's saying. Thank you, Lacey. Thank you. Thank you. Imagine being innocent and being plastered on here and being made fun of for no reason. We got to do better, man. Appreciate you, Rebbe. Yeah, we got to do better. Like, it's cool to, like, talk, people will poke fun and will say different things, but we just got to be better about it. Adrian's like, not everybody with the belly is doing these kinds of crimes or are connected. Like, y'all leave people alone. We can laugh and kiki about it, but we just have to be better. Then drive by her body in the car. Mm. Someone didn't want that baby born, Tati, and that's what people are saying. I mean, the callousness and the coldness out of that crime. It's understandable to me certain details for a trial uh, or to make sure people don't walk free over attempted evidence site. It's not Temple. It's not. I think it's about the baby info, unfortunately. Yes. No, it was found in one of the parkings spots off of Danny K. Hold up. Let me do a little aerial. We did this yesterday too. Hold up. Aerial. On the Danny K. Road Drive. Here we go. And we were actually debating this because we were like, well, is it a church behind? And we were going back and forth. People said it was a church behind. I was like, I don't know. I was having my doubts, and y'all were coming for me in the comments about it, which is fine. It is what it is. But she wasn't found. They weren't found where they lived, their apartment complex. My thought process is this: it's like if it's in the same vicinity, 3 or 4 miles, somebody saw something. Somebody knows something. You know what I mean? Here we go. Let's go 3D. Let me show you guys. We were here yesterday and somebody said, no, this is the wrong side. It was behind the church based on the video. And I was like, I don't know. I can't. It was kind of hard to tell. So some of you guys were going back and forth. Who turned in the car? I'm perplexed that in the presser, Matthew was identified and Savannah was only assumed, although they said the female was pregnant. Why couldn't she be ID'd by then? Yeah, they want to say less. They want to say less. Yeah, about a car found in the apartment complex in the medical center area of San Antonio. All right, let me see if I can. I want to put this on my bigger screen. Hold up, y'all. So let me move this a little bit more. I got to situate myself a little bit. There was a person that sent me, and let me go back a little bit to this video because this is like the background where the chief of police is standing so that we're looking at the same area, okay?
We're looking at this right now as a
Live loud and
murder
clear.
investigation.
Background.
So we don't know how it's going to pan out. It's a very, 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 very perplexing crime scene. So we're just going to have to wait to see how it plays out. Once we get further into the investigation, we'll know a lot more. But that's what we have right now, and that's what I'm going to mention to the media. Okay? Any questions from anybody?
That's the only update. This is his mother right here. That's the only
Your mom?
update. Yes, this is.
Y'all see that background, right? It's very fenced in. All right. Let me show you guys something else, okay? And let me go back a little bit. Nope, not this picture. Was it this picture? Hold up. It's another picture I have here. Okay, this is when they were looking at the crime scene in the car. This just gives you an idea. Okay. Let me share this with you guys before I pull the other one. So somebody, one of the subscribers sent me a picture and said, where is it? Here it is. This is what I shared yesterday. So they said that this is where the car was found. We're literally on Google in the same spot, okay? Look at that cul-de-sac right there. The truck was right there. Y'all see that? Okay? Everybody paying attention there, right? The car was somewhere over here behind the trees it was parked. Okay? All right, I'm going to take you to that area. This is where we're at right there. Somebody said that this thing right here on the scene is like a church because it looked like a cross. I don't know about that. If y'all can see my mouse, I think it's just residents, but somebody said it was like a church. This part right here, the truck was over here. If we go back to that video, let's go Savannah Soto PD. Try to pull it up. Here it is. So people have said that, oop, y'all can't see it. Hold up. I thought you could. Can you guys see that? Oh my goodness. Hold up, y'all. Trying to arrange my tabs. Here it is. People have said that that's a church. Is that a church back there? You said there's a 2-story house on the other side. That looks like behind the cul-de-sac to me. Look at the parking. Yeah, look at the parking spots left of the truck. You said that looks like Savannah's dad? Now look at the angle. You could see the house light on. Yeah, people have said that that looks like a cross. Because this is where people were at yesterday. They're like, Rabbit's a cross. That's a church right there. I think it's a house. It just happens to look like there's a cross there. It's the same area. See, people were actually saying, no, Rabbit. And they were emailing me last night saying, that's the wrong location. You got the wrong. I said, I don't think so. I think it's the cul-de-sac. That fence is separating. You said it's a house? That's so the person that was sending me that image is right on. It's right on. The truck was right there parked. Let me show you guys, okay? Let's go back to the Google. Hold up. Here it is. There is the cul-de-sac right there. Yo. Yeah, it's the holidays. There's gonna be a cross, right? Or it's a 2-story house right there. See, one thing I was wondering is that if by chance there was any not that the ring door cam would capture that, given that the fence is right there, but if anything from the ring door camera would have been right there to have seen anything. That's kind of what I wonder too. It's a cul-de-sac. People said that it was a church, which it's fine. I mean, I would have thought it was a church too, but I don't think it's a church. I never thought it was a church. And I was looking at it yesterday. I was like, because people were messaging me and said, Rabbit, it's a church. It's got to be a church. I don't think so. I think it's the fencing. I think that's what it is. Hold up. Let me hit play, okay? What I was hoping that the Google picture would have picked up is the meters, those little meters there, and it didn't. It looks residential on the other side. I was looking at those meters too. I was hoping that it would have picked up on the Google picture, but I can't see them. Even looking at it now, I don't see any. But keep in mind that Google, they update their stuff so often. So I think that is the night that the car was ditched as well. I think they were already dead in the car and then they parked it over there. That's what I think too. Adrian, thank you for becoming a member. It's the same white vehicle in the driveway? You said you could see the meters? I can't see the meters. I will say this though, like this video is not very you can't clearly see the person of interest, but it's clear enough to see that there's some ish going on. You know what I'm saying? You said that's a window? That's a window. It looks like a house. And that looks like a privacy tree there. And then you see the driveway. Y'all see that? Hold up. You guys see that part right there? These are somebody's cars parked. These are not apartments over here. This is a house right here. People said it was a church because they could see, you guys see me circling. They see this, they think this is a cross. It could be, could be. It's the holidays. People put, I mean, and, I mean, people put stuff outside for decorations, There's a parking spot too when you had the picture of the house. Okay, see, and then this is just a closer image. But when you go back, you can actually see the cars parked right there. Y'all see that? It's a house. All right. Because people said it was a church. I said, I don't think that's a church. I don't think so. Based on the address and the numbers that are being provided, I don't think so. But y'all see a church? All right. Absolutely. Him, I would agree with you on that. Just pray, man, like for these people and their families. They need a lot of prayer, and yeah, I would agree. Are the windows that different in Texas that no one gets it? What you mean, B. Lee? What you mean? There's a Methodist hospital there. Hmm. Apple Maps shows a clear picture. Do you want to email it to me? You want to email that to me? Let me give you my email. Hold up. This is my email. If you want to just screenshot it and send it to me. Yeah, but people, and I could tell you, like, I was like, yeah, I could see where the church is at. Like, why people would think that this is like a church because look at that, all these cars right there. But I don't know about you guys, but people park their cars. Sometimes people park their cars on the lawn. You know, that's nothing wrong with that. It's your property. You do what you want. But it's a lot of cars. I could see why people would think that it's um a church or something. I don't know how you can get those tags. I mean, maybe they do. Yeah, it's also the holidays. People are visiting. That's true, don't you? Lacey Ann, it's like New Year's in like what, 2 days? That's a good question. How many entrance points are there at their complex? At their complex? Because this didn't happen. The car wasn't found at their complex. It wasn't. But that's a good question. Hold up. So if we go to, I got a dual screen, so it's messing me up. Here we go. Let's go back over here. So I am, and this is just an educated guess. This does not mean that I have the answers to this, okay? But I would guess this was like here, right? Where the truck was, where that video was at, right here, okay? Let's zoom out a little bit. To exit, there's more trees. This looks like a tree area. This is weird because it's like apartment complex and businesses together, right? I'm going up a little bit to see Danny K Road, Rue Burgundy is a little road right here, which is where they're saying that the car was found over here on this side. People said that they saw carports, and I would agree with that because there's some carports right here if you guys see that, right? If you go up a little bit, driving off, let me just pretend that I'm driving off. If I turn on Rue Burgundy, Danny K Drive is the main street. If I'm going on this side, which is where the truck would have to go, over here, right? And there's that cul-de-sac. I go up this side, I'm exiting. Unless I take a turn here, I mean, it's still going to take me to Danny K. Here I am driving. Look, if I'm the truck driver, I can drive through here. And it's still going to take me out here. It's only one entry and exit to get to Danny K. Or, yeah, Danny K Drive right there. And if I'm on this side, on Rue Burgundy where the car was found, it's going to be Danny K Drive as well. My question is, does anybody here, because this is the backside of the apartments, I don't know if they would have any cameras over here, because it's interesting that they had a camera angle for that side too. Exactly, I now noticed that. He did show all points of entry. There's only one Only one entrance video on the YouTube gave a tour of the complex yesterday. I heard about that. I don't think the car should put on the blinker. I think the car flashed its lights. That's a good. Let me go back because I thought it was the blinker. But then if they're not trying to attract attention, I don't put blinkers when I'm in the. I should. I don't. Um, hold up. Let's go back a little bit. Look at this. They're putting their blinker on. You said that it was their like alert. What is it? Emergency lights on or not emergency headlights? They did the blinker. See? Y'all see that light blink? Y'all see that? Go back. Turning, turning. Slow. Okay, and let me hit play on when they do the up closer vision of it. Mm, that's kind of where we're at. Turn signal. That's a blinker. Sorry, yes, a turn signal. Thanks, Robert. There's a video of Matt's ex with the gun. That's what I heard too. You think that they have a dash cam? Somebody saw something. Can you match it up with the covered carports and parking spaces too, Rabbit? I don't know if I can, Lisa Lee. I could definitely look at it. See? But the driver of the Kia must get picked up after he or she, people are saying it's a she because they saw long hair, parks the car. So does the truck circle back around? Or do they meet somewhere else? Or do they know somebody in that location? That's a good question. That's a great question, actually. They had to have circled back. Whoever left the car there left, right? Unless they had another car parked out there. Why did they pick this location to leave the car? They wanted them to be found. They let the family know, right? And I go back to who was the one that told the family? This doesn't look like a place where you have assigned parking either. Child, people have been saying that. Or do they live there? That's the question, yo. That is the question. Do they live there? That would be my question as well. And then people, let me go back over here before people have been talking about this footage. I don't think this is the same, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Hold up.
Okay. Think might need it later, or I don't know. I'm just trying to get picked up to my grandma, but she's getting her battery put in. Me and my boyfriend having an argument. Like he's throwing all my stuff outside. Messing my makeup and like I'm telling my grandma she could try to hurt you. Yeah.
It's just more people have been releasing that. I just don't know if any of that is relatable to this. If it is, then why hasn't law enforcement been more proactive? Let me see. Hold up, y'all. Oh man, this is like people are coming in on these groups. Does anybody notice the apartments in the back? So this is what they posted the day they found Savannah and Matthew.
Evil twin.
Oh snap. It's the music. I can't play it. Hold up. So half of you think that the father was involved because of a psychic reader? See, this is why I'm telling y'all. I mean, those are just theories. Just be careful with what you're seeing. See, somebody messed with the video a little bit to see whether this was a church or not. I don't think it's a church. I honestly think this is a house, and this could just be decorations. You know, I think somebody said I try to make it more clear, so I hope it helps. I don't. I don't think it's more clear. Hold up. Does anybody know if this is true or not? That Savannah girl, her aunt works here. Oh yeah, we read this yesterday. Some of this is just we've already repeated. Imagine being a person of interest due to the size of your stomach. Adrian, did you hear that? Oh, Serena, for those that are in the Facebook group, if you're watching this, shout out to the Facebook group, by the way. But Serena, I know somebody that contacted me about Serena. Oh shit, hold up. And said that she thought it was she said that it was an honest mistake. She wasn't trying to sell any money or anything like that. Who is this? And she was apologetic about what was going on. Let me share with you something that somebody just said to me. What is this?
But no one's has called me back yet. I've been trying like all morning. But his friends, I guess he got arrested with two other people, and the two other people that he got arrested with, he got out the next day. And so basically they're saying that Matthew snitched and that they wanted to, get at him for snitching. And then all this happens. I was like, that's really weird. And then the guy that it's like, I don't know his name, but he got locked up with, has relation to the guy that's like the bigger guy that has the black truck.
Okay.
So I don't know. I just think it's weird. And I was like wanting to tell someone, like, I don't know. Yeah, I called the tip line, but trying to call the detective, but no one's has called me back yet. I've been trying like all morning. But his friends, I guess he got arrested with two other people, and the two other people that he got arrested with, he got out the next day. And so basically they're saying that Matthew snitched and that they wanted to, get at him for snitching. And then all this happens. I was like, that's really weird. And then the guy that it's like, I don't know his name, but he got locked up with, has relation to the guy that's like the bigger guy that has the black truck.
Okay. Y'all hear
So I
that?
don't know. I just think it's weird. And I was like wanting to tell someone, like, I don't know. Yeah, I called the tip line, but trying to call the detective, but no one's
Okay, let me stop. So she says she's trying to call the detective, but no one answers.
has called me back yet. I've been trying like all morning. But his friends, I guess he got arrested with two other people, and the two other people that he got arrested with, he got out the next day. And so basically they're saying that Matthew snitched and that they wanted to, get at him for snitching. And then all this happens. I was like, that's really weird. And then the guy that it's like, I don't know his name, but he got locked up with, has relation to the guy that's like the bigger guy that has the black truck.
The bigger guy that has the black truck. They have relation with the bigger guy that has the black truck. The guy with the stomach. I don't know, man. I don't think that she intend. This is another blogger. So just assuming he snitched. Y'all hear that? Marcos, okay, we get it. Can you stop spamming? Like, we get it. Never snitch. Never snitch. We got it, boo. Got it. Okay. Um, y'all hear that though? Yeah, Chella, I agree with you on that one. You heard it yesterday? Chico's like, I feel like, I mean, Chico, that could be well accurate, but I mean, before posting it, why post it on freaking YouTube? Hema, let me send you my email. Hold up. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't know. I don't think this is cartel related at all.
Okay.
So I don't know. I just
Just
think
my
it's
opinion,
weird,
though.
and I was like wanting to tell someone like I don't know. Yeah, I called the tip line, but trying to call the detective, but no one's.
So she's saying all this. This is during a live, and somebody screen recorded it and reposted it. This is just somebody. This is like a live. It's a TikTok live. Mm, it's a mess.
Has called me back yet. I've been trying like all morning. But his friends, they I guess he got arrested with two other people, and the two other people that he got arrested with, he got out the next day. And so basically, they're saying that Matthew snitched and that they wanted to, get at him for.
What did he snitch about? That's what he's saying. Like I'm kind of wondering, well, what is this snitching about? Here's the deal. When the cartel does something, they own it. They don't like there's a reason what there's always a reason why they do something. I'm not speaking for the cartel, but if you ever pay attention to any kind of crimes that they make, they own the crime that they do. They don't just allow somebody like they own it. If there is any ethics to the cartel, I would give them that. To me, this just seems very much maybe gang related. That's about it. If that, but that's it. I bet the cops already know the fat guy who. You know what, Squeaky? It wouldn't surprise me if the cops already know who the guy is. Has to be dozens of people that would recognize him and that truck. Cops may be speaking to him as we type this. They could already have somebody in custody as we speak. Maybe they haven't released it because they can do that. They can do that. They can definitely do that. But this is a lot, and hopefully, whoever put this out there has notified law enforcement to a certain degree. Right, Lord. Even if, like, why kill her and her unborn child? Why? It doesn't make sense. I don't think so. I don't think so. We were talking about that. I don't think but that's just my thought. I'm assuming whatever he was arrested for is what they think he snitched about. Could be. Says law enforcement has tech to read the plates of. Yeah, this is why I'm like, so they're sending that out here to social media to quiet the masses. I don't know. No. All right, guys. I mean, of course, if we have some breaking news, we'll definitely come back and talk about it if there's an arrest and whatnot. But just keep in mind, like, be careful what y'all do. Shout out to everybody that's been messaging me. I will see you guys on the next one because I got to head out. But you guys have a great Friday, and I'll see you guys later on. Take care, okay? And if you're watching the replay, please hit the like button. And thank you. And thank you for your support. Any other information you want to send me, there's the email. Um, I do read emails. I may not respond, but I do. Bye, guys.